and talk about some things. Now, I'm waiting on Shane to get out here, but that's okay. I want to show y'all a couple knives and just kind of shoot the shit with you. Listen, this is the Hellion Gen 1. This is the Hellion Gen 2. Now, we talked about these some last night. Zeke Minacho is the designer of the Hellion. If you're coming in, man, welcome in. I got the camera faced the other way because Shane will be out here in a minute. Gen 1, Gen 2. One of the things they did, you see that's a lower grind. Now this some bitch is sharp as shit. I just released a video on both the Hellion and the Steadfast. Y'all can kind of see the difference in the grinds there. This one's got a much higher saber grind. This one was lower, built for a little more abuse. But these are dropping December the 19th. So Thursday the 19th, 5 p.m. Pacific Standard or 8 p.m. Eastern Standard. Here you go, Shane. Whichever time you want to call it. It's not confusing, but it's worked tough to your website. Is anybody coming in, bud?
Yeah, I got 10 people.
Hey, 10 people. Good seeing y'all, man. So these are dropping tomorrow night at December 10th. I gave you the one with the clippy on it. I'm sorry, December 19th. So the Hellion. This thing's comfortable. Now, it's more machete-esque. And I'm going to do a little, like, sharpness shit tonight. So I've beat the hell out of this one. We'll keep doing that. We'll put this one back up. But along with, I just stabbed the shit out of my finger. Gotta love that. Along with the Hellion, the Steadfast. Now this is one of my favorites, just point blank period. This is the Steadfast Gen 2. And this is the Gen 1. The immediate difference is, or the first difference is, the thickness behind the edge. Do we need to get away from the sunlight?
Just get the sunlight behind me.
I got you. So thickness behind the edge. This one's way thinner, made for shaving shit up. This one's thicker behind the edge. You can beat the shit out of it. Now, Calvin Richardson's the designer. I'll show you his, it's kind of his, what do you call that?
Maker's mark?
Yeah. His logo. His logo. I like that a lot. Calvin is a knife maker and a knife designer. So he did a great job. What I'm going to do, guys, is with the Gen 2s, I'm just going to stick those right here. We're going to do a little bit. We're going to do some, you want to just put it right there, man? We're going to do a little bit of shaving stuff up. Shane, bring that thing this way a little bit. Here's what we're going to do. Now, I'm going to get this out of the way. Now, guys, if you're wondering why I never just tear into this shit, this right here, they got barbed wire all over this sumbitch, and I made the mistake. One of my machetes out here cleaning the line. Every now and then I'll clean down the line. Son, I ripped it, but good. So the Hellion, yeah, there goes that. Now there is a reason I'm doing this. Do-do-do. Not only is it a Bowie knife, and it does Bowie knife stuff, and again, I just dropped a video on both of these, but you get kind of that machete look to it. Not machete look, damn it. It's light, it's fast. And I'll show y'all again, and shit, I'll show you compared to the Steadfast. But you've got a recurve Bowie, wicked, wicked tip. Now, somebody was saying that's a weak point on it. And when I did my video, I jammed it in the board and I kind of went side by side. But why the hell would you do that? Hey, come over here. Let me show you. This is what I don't understand. People want to see this. You may have to angle that a little bit, Bubba. People are always wanting to do something like this and then go side to side. Can anybody tell me who does that in real life and why you would do that in real life? I mean, if I wanted to, and I'm not saying I could, but look, that's pretty tough. But if I wanted to, I'm pretty sure I could snap it. What the hell does that prove? And if it does prove something, let me know what it proves. I mean, I'm not trying to be an ass about it, but it's like, some of this shit, guys, and I know people do different shit with their knives, and I get it, okay? But why the hell you'd need to pry, especially with a tip like that? And if you wanted to pry with something, and I realize this is pine, but my thing is, if it'll bend on pine, that's what you got to look at. Everybody thinks you got to knock this in the oak to get it to break or bend. And I'm going to be honest with you, if I need to pry something to the point where it was going to break my knife and I didn't have the right tool, I'd go get the right tool. I just don't know that I would do it a lot, right? We get into this YouTube stuff where it's like, oh, break the knife. Why? Now, this has kind of it's an aggressive kind of a fighter style, but I like the utilitarianism of it. I made that up. I know I did. Back up a little bit, Bubba. So, the other thing with this kind of wood is this, and it's dunnage pine, but you see it's full of knots too, and I bring that up in the video. If you haven't seen that video, I dropped it about 30 minutes ago. Y'all check it out. But the thing is, if you're just not doing a whole lot of knife fighting, you can use it for damn near anything. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not going to take the time because I did in the video, I did baton one of these all the way down. But my thing is, why? Now, if I wanted to kind of address this because I say it in my videos a lot, and I'm doing that on purpose because I'm repurposing the edge anyway. But I say this in my videos a lot. I forgot what I said a lot. What would I say a lot, Shane?
I say a lot of things a lot.
I say a lot of things a lot. I'm redundant. It's just slipped my damn mind. I hope everybody's having a great Wednesday. It's Work Tough Gear Wednesday. Has anybody come up with a good reason for prying a Bowie tip, Shane?
Best I've heard, and only one I've heard, was to pull a bullet out of a tree.
Okay, well, maybe I could see pulling one out of your body. I just like this knife. I like them both, but I'm going to be honest with y'all. This one drops December 19th too. A hell of a lot slicier. Same thickness, same chassis. We'll call it a chassis, same chassis. A little different handle scale material. But see how that fits in the hand? I mean, you can just kind of do whatever. And this little ramp thing, see if you can just kind of get we're not trying to look at the balance, but if you get a good profile of the knife, that's just got it's got a nice little recurve. Al, how are you? Todd, good seeing you. Greg, glad you're here. Angry Dracolope, glad you're here. Glad you guys are here. So here's the thing, Dracolope, where are you at on your subs? Are we getting closer to 1,000? B-Bob, very nice and stabby. Marcus, good seeing you. Jerbs, my good friend, it's you. It's you. I hope you're doing okay. Todd Carr, who I do have a lot of respect for, said I had to pry a door with my 8010 a few weeks back. Know what your trolls can accomplish. Yeah. That's true. I mean, we've all done stuff with it. I'm just saying, if you try to pry with that, and it'll hold up to some, it'll do some, but I don't think that's what this one was meant for. Zeke said last night it was more of it's a utility knife, it's a Bowie. This is kind of his dream knife. Now, they were talking about elongating this just a little bit. I like the thickness, maybe another 1/2 inch to 1 inch, but really there's plenty there. Give you a good look at it right there. I like the pommel. Now, Gen 2 is in Bowler K329, just like this one. Zeke's a big fan of that. I'll be honest with you, I've started to be as well. Let's move back over here, Shane. I wanted to see something real quick. Now, we're going to go live again tomorrow, guys. Every day we're going to be out here at 2 o'clock until I go over 1 million subs. So it may take a minute, but we're going to do it.
Well,
Ben, how are you?
Good.
Good. All right, so we're going to try this. I'm not saying it'll work, but now this is after the damn video.
You want me to hold this side?
No. Because my luck, the damn thing had slipped, and I'd have to explain, how did Ben get his arm cut off? Well, he was helping me with a video. I'm pretty impressed by that shit right there, boys and girls. How are we looking on time, Shane?
It's about that thick.
Yeah.
It's about that time.
Is it? Well, let's do one more slice so y'all can be amazed. The Hellion, we'll do one with the Hellion, one with the Steadfast. Now remember, guys, Gen 2 is much slicier, and I'll do videos on them. I do want to do just some slicing tonight at the house so y'all can get a better feel, and I can do a little more promotional stuff. You see the deep fullers there. Now, y'all remember the trick I told y'all the other day, right? You kind of bend it over. That sounded bad. There it goes. Now this is reinforced sandblast hose. 4-ply. 1-inch diameter. That's some thick shit, buddy. So I'm pretty impressed with that. Let's cut one with the Steadfast, Shane. And then we probably should get inside.
All right.
Just in case y'all are wondering, my other car's a Porsche.
It's true. Lets me have it on the weekends.
Yeah, just kind of a weekend thing. With the millions I make from YouTube and selling knives. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. Now the Calvin Richardson, the designer, to his credit, and I'm going to watch my hand right here. To his credit, as soon as this thing came out, he wanted to improve the sliciness. It was a little thick behind the edge, but I think, and one thing is too, it's still a little thick behind the edge, but I'm working on it. That's one thing I am working on. And you got to remember, guys, I just did a video where I cut a bunch of tires up and I hammered the shit out of this thing. So I'm pretty impressed. Was Joe in here? JS Bladecraft?
Yes.
Good. Joseph, Gerbils, love y'all. Guys, I hope y'all have a great day. Gerbs, we need to have a phone conversation sometime this week, my boy. Preferably before the weekend. Listen, guys, thank y'all for always hanging out with us. Thank you for being patient as we go and learn. I'm Scab.
I'm Shane.
You're not. And we gone, son.
Adios.